What's going on, everybody? UFC Fight Night China. UFC Fight Night Shanghai, China. Walker versus Zhang and Ortega versus Sterling goes down August 23rd, which is about 2 days away, 2 days away from now, which this video is being recorded on Thursday. This is the early picks. I am not going to change both the main and the co-main event, though, so I will do the early picks, then I'll release the main event breakdown, the co-main event breakdown, and then the final picks after, which is different to how I usually do it, but yeah. Well, let's go quickly over the canceled fights. Song Kanon and Kiefer Crosby. I would have probably gone... my bad for the yawn. I would have probably gone Song Kanon by decision. And I would have probably gone Marco Tulio by flatline KO against Michelle. Sucks he pulled out. Really want to see this Jew get flatlined, but fuck. Moving right on up to the first prelim of the card. You bitch-ass motherfucker, DR Nurgazhai. Two inbred sensations go at it. This is, it's going to be an interesting one, man. Both guys are coming off of their first UFC fights, and both of them were their first losses of their career. So it's Kyrgyzstan versus Kazakhstan. I don't think DR Nurgazhai should be a 2-1 underdog. I'm not going to lie. I really don't think he should be. This is an early pick. I'm going to lean DR Nurgazhai as the underdog. I think he's going to just be the more composed boxer. Satybaldiev looked really slow. I know his fight was at heavyweight, and he's usually a light heavyweight. I've watched his fights. I've never looked really impressed. He's gotten hurt bad in some fights, and I think his striking is just really ugly, and I think DR Nurgazhai is more polished. Yeah, he was getting caught by Brenderson Hiberio, which is fucking embarrassing. But he has fucking dangerous power, and he's shown the ability to go the distance in fights, and he's very, very calculated. So I'm actually going to lean the underdog in DR Nurgazhai to win this one via decision, where I'm going to see he drops Uran Satybaldiev in a crucial moment. I'll say Uran hurts him in the first round, but DR starts to come back. I don't think Uran's going to be shooting a lot of takedowns in this fight. So I'm gonna go DR Nurgazhai. I don't think Uran Satybaldiev at any point in his career right now in the UFC should be a 3-1 favorite. Maybe I'm missing something on DR Nurgazhai, and I'll do some more tape. That's why this is early picks, but yeah, I'm gonna go DR Nurgazhai as the underdog and lean his way, man. Moving on up the card. Su Young Yu. Takes on Long Zhao. And, I can really see Long Zhao winning this one. Like, he went to a split decision with Chang Ho Lee, which looks very good. The thing is, though, with Long Zhao is, like, I have a feeling he's actually going to lose this one. He beat Quang Lee up, but Quang Lee's kind of shit. I don't rate him highly. A lot of his wins are by decision. He has sub. And I don't think he'll be able to grapple with Su Young Yu, who has fucking nasty nasty grappling at points. I know he fought AJ Cunningham in his last fight, who's dog shit, and he's a fucking flyweight. But bro, like the display of grappling, sometimes you can see it with the eye test, you know what I mean? But the thing is with Long Zhao is he's more tested than Su Young Yu. Like way more tested. And I can really see him winning this one. This is a very, very close fight. I think this fight's going to the scorecards. And I'm actually going to take Su Young Yu to win this one by decision. Not confident at all, just like I am with the Nurgazhai pick, but I'm going to go Su Young Yu by decision. I think he's just going to lay on Long Zhao in moments. I think he'll have his back at some point. And I think because Long Zhao crashes in very heavy on his shots, I can see that causing a lot of trip-like lat drop takedowns for Su Young Yu. I can see him getting like a lat drop or like a Sotogari throw, something like that. As Long Zhao comes in very heavy, I just think Su Young Yu is gonna win this one. I might change this because it's a close fight. It's a very close fight, and I gotta do a tape study. And I do think Long Zhao has the advantage on the feet. I think if Long Zhao doesn't get taken down much in this fight, he's gonna win clearly. So yeah, man. Moving on up the card, Weston Wilson. Yi Zha is a minus 1,500 favorite, which I don't agree with at all. Why the fuck is this guy a minus 1,200 favorite? 1,500. Holy shit, why? I get it's Weston Wilson, but like, dude, this guy's butt cheeks, bro. Am I gonna have to have an underdog pick of the fucking century? So he lost to Jiang Li, not that bad. This guy has some fucking losses, bro. He has a sub loss. But his last loss isn't bad at all. I'm gonna say Yi Zha wins this one by decision. He doesn't fucking impress me at all. I can kind of see Weston Wilson winning this fight. I know he lost to fucking Gene Silva. Oh, my bad. And fucking Anderson Brito. Another not even that bad of a loss. I can see... am I going to pick a fucking plus 770 underdog? Cheka Sergey's such a balls win, though. It's so ass cheeks. Guy choked out his fucking brother. Fucking Mike Wilson. I'm gonna go. Fuck, dude. I want to pick Weston Wilson. He does not have a single win by decision in his career. I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna say Yi Zha wins this fight by decision. I think it's going to be a very, very boring striking match. I think Yi Zha is going to hurt Weston at some point. I think Weston's going to shoot and get reversed, and Yi Zha will just lay on him in like the second round. And yeah, man, I think it's going to be a pretty boring fight where Yi Zha wins the fight by decision. Moving on up the card, Michel Pereira, the Jew, Pereira, takes on... Oh my god, his nickname is the Darce Knight. He's so ass cheeks. Kyle Dawkins, fresh after getting cooked by Eric Anders. He's got on a little streak, man. I'm going Michel Pereira first round finish. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I think he's going to win by... I'm going to say right hand cross just flattens Dalkaus out. Huge ground and pound. Holy shit, I keep going. And I think Michel's going to win this one pretty easily in the first, man. I don't think I'm going to change this pick at all. I think it's first round, and I think even if it goes out of the first, I think Michel will survive and win a decision. Michel should win this one pretty easily. In my opinion, I think he wins this one by finish. So much bigger than Dawkins. So much stronger, so much more physical. Plus, he's just a better fighter. He should win this one pretty easily. And he's younger. Not by much, but younger. I'm leaning Michel Pereira by knockout in the first round. Yeah. Moving on up to the next fight of the night. Rongszhu takes on Austin. Oh shit. Don Hubbard. Fucking God, I gotta stop yawning. I'm gonna go Rongszhu to win this one. I'm going to say Rongszhu wins this fight by KO. I think he's going to KO him. I think he's going to be way better than him on the feet. And I think there will be a point where they have an extended period on the feet, and I know no one really knocks Austin Hubbard out. Hernandez couldn't even knock him out. Hernandez went to a split with him. Medeiros went to a split with him. He's due for a KO loss. It's time Hubbard gets chinned. I'm going rongszhu by knockout. And I know he's not a KO guy, usually. But he can get the occasional knockout. And I think he's going to just land so many shots on this guy, bro. I'm going rongszhu, dude. I'm going rongszhu to win this fight by TKO. I think he wins. Holy shit. I think he wins with like a right hook. I think he's going to win with like a right hook on the inside in the second round. I'm going to say they're striking at range. Hubbard fails a takedown. Rongszhu comes with like a knee to the body. And then like over the top of Hubbard throwing some lazy shit, I think a right hook's going to come and clip him. I think Rongszhu puts him down. And I think he's going to be doing Chinese early stoppage. Good old Chinese early stoppage. And I think they're going to actually step in a bit early. And I think they're going to give the Rongszhu win. Kind of controversially, but I think he gets the win by TKO. Moving on up the card. Loney Kavanaugh takes on Energy Charles Johnson. You know, I think of this fight like this. If Johnson won the Temerov fight, would I pick him to beat Loner Kavanaugh? I wouldn't still. I'm going to be picking Loner Kavanaugh to win this one. I think Loner Kavanaugh's really good. I think there's a fucking chance he loses. He's very young. He's 26 only. And he go experienced than fucking Charles Johnson. I think he's going to be able to out-volume Johnson in moments. And I think he's going to crack Johnson on the chin multiple times in this fight. I think he's going to drop Johnson. Maybe. I think he's going to rock Johnson for sure, though. 3 times, 4 times. I think there's going to be rounds where it's very close. And then leading into the last minute, you can tell Loney steals a round. Or I can see it being a split decision type fight. I can see Johnson winning the first. Or Loney winning the first. Johnson winning the second. Loney winning the third. Or Loney winning the first 2 and Johnson winning the third. Because Johnson starts slow. He does start slow and he lets people get going on him, and that's the problem. If you let a guy like Loney Kavanaugh get going on you, he's going to win. He's going to win the fight. The only reason Felipe Dos Santos gave Loney Kavanaugh such issues in that fight was because he was going first in all of the exchanges. And, okay. Yep, my screen's retarded. Okay. As soon as Loney started to go first, he started to win. Loney is he's got some weird fucking plot armor British prospect, half Chinese thing about him. I don't know what it is. I just think he's very fast as well. He's going to be so fast in the first round for a guy that starts slow in Charles Johnson. I think Loner Kavanaugh is a lock to win the first round. I think he's going to win the first round 100%. It's just if he can keep it up. I don't think he's going to knock Charles Johnson out. I don't think Charles Johnson has a KO loss in the UFC. Nope, not in his entire career. All of his 7 losses are by decision. That is fucking crazy. Charles Johnson's never been finished in his entire career. Lost to Rafael Estevam in a very close fight. Durden in a very close fight. Osborne he got robbed by. But yeah, man, that's what I mean. Like, he's had close fights with Ode, who I think is fucking great. But I think Loney can get past an Ode. I think Loney can get past a Cody Durden. I think he would have a fucking split decision type fight with Rafael Estevam. I think he would have I think he'd probably beat Ramazan Temerov, who just popped for roids. Fucking cheating bitch. I'm gonna go Loner Kavanaugh. I think he's a bright young prospect, 9-0, 26 years of age. I'm gonna pick him to win this fight by 29-28 split decision where he gets it done. Maybe people are like, oh, he only won because the fight was in China. I don't think so. I think he's going to just land enough of the better shots. It's going to be very close, and I can really see Charles Johnson giving him issues, especially with straight shots and teeps. Johnson throws them really fast and at high volume. So I can see Johnson giving him a lot of issues. It's going to be a fucking amazing fight. I can't wait for it. And yeah, man, I'm going to be leaning Loney by decision. 29-28 split. Moving on to the next one. Young. No, Gage Young takes on, his nickname is G-Money. Takes on Maheshiti, Hasair Maheshiti. He's fucking trains out of Kazakhstan, eh? That's crazy. Chinese guy trains out of Kazakhstan. I'm going to go with Gage Young by chinning. I think he chins Maheshate in the second round. All of Maheshate's KOs or losses in the UFC outside. How the hell did he lose to decision to Nicholas Mota? Wouldn't the ultra chin? But he got knocked out badly by Borshev with that combination. And then Rafa Garcia is not a guy that's ever going to knock you out. I just think Maheshate is going to get cracked. I know he has one KO loss. I think he's going to get cracked in this fight. I think Gage Young should win this one by decision. But I don't think he's going to. I think he's actually going to have a lot of success on the inside. All right, page unresponsive. Okay. Yep, we just lost the entire shit. Yep, we just lost it all. Fucking Jesus. Now my entire computer is getting cooked. Go back on Tapology. But yeah, man, I'm going to be going Gage. You know what? I'm going to be going Gage Young by third round TKO on the inside. I think he's going to have a lot of inside success in the boxing. I think Maheshate is actually going to give him a lot of problems early on the feet, long range striking. I think he's going to be able to stay at range with Gage Young while he's fresh, but I think Gage Young's going to be constantly pressuring him, constantly walking him down, and I think he's going to eventually get inside with Maheshate. And I think when he does, for an extended period of time, which he'll be able to force, he's gonna break Maheshate, and I think he's gonna to finish him in the third round, stamp his contract in the UFC, and make sure he's still there. Gage Young's fighting for his career. Maheshate is gonna lose this one, guaranteed. Either by decision or by a TKO. I'm leaning Gage Young to win by TKO in the third round. Moving on. Taikali Naraji, the Super Saiyan, takes on Kiefer Crosby. And I don't think Naraji should be this big of a favorite. I'm going to go Naraji by knockout, but I am very worried he's going to get KO'd in this fight. This guy's only lost to Sam Patterson and Jusei. And they're both ground losses on the ground. All of his losses are on the ground. He's got nice hands, this Kiefer Crosby. He's got nice, tight inside boxing. He has a loss by KO. And Naraji is very, very... but it was a doctor stoppage, you know what I mean? And I just think Naraji, he is a big-ass guy for fucking... for a welterweight. Like, he's a big guy, 6'2". But I just think Crosby's going to be too hittable for Naraji. And I think he's eventually... gonna get caught. This guy was making Kevin Jusei look like the next fucking guy at fucking CKB. Jusei's butt cheeks, and for him to melt you on the feet and then take you down and submit you is pretty insane. I'm going Naraji by round 2 knockout. I think he gets this one done with a... I'm gonna say he gets this one done with an elbow. I'm going to say he gets this one done with an elbow inside. He's a very long guy. He frames a lot too. So I can see him framing, landing right hands, framing, landing left hands. I can see him framing and then landing an elbow that puts Crosby down bad. I think it will cut Crosby too, which will kind of give the ref more incentive to stop it. But I actually think it's not going to go like that. I think Crosby's getting put out. I think Crosby's going to get hit with that elbow, go down badly, and I think another shot from Naraji is going to put him out. I don't think he's the most powerful guy, but I think most of his wins are by finish. And I think Naraji wins this one, man. I think he's just much bigger, much stronger, much better, much faster. Whoa, my God, he doesn't have a win by decision. And I do think he's fought a lot of bots. Look at this. 0-0, 0-0, 0-0, 5-2, 0-0, 0-0, 0-1. 28-7. That's his one loss. He lost to the one guy that was experienced that he fought. He fought a guy that was 20-10. Fucking, are you kidding me? 13-7. Are you joking? Hunseol Kim. Are you joking? I'm going Naraji to win this one by elbow. He's lost by knockout as well, which is the way I think Kiefer. I think if you're gonna bet Kiefer Crosby, bet him to knock Naraji out. Naraji's never hit the distance, win or lose. So yeah, I'm gonna be taking Taikali Naraji to win this one. KO round 2, elbow, step in elbow. Moving on, Sumu Duerji, the Tibetan Eagle, the guy I bet against last card. I fucking switched my pick last second to Mitch Raposo. And I got the pick wrong. I'm not picking him again, bro. I'm going El Gallo Negro. As we know, the Negro is on top. We bet on Kevin Borjas at plus 360 to beat Ronaldo Rodriguez by decision. I thought Ronaldo was going to beat him, but I knew the value was there on Borjas. Ronaldo should never be a big favorite. And I think he beats Sumu Duarji, man. I think he beats Sumu Duarji, who just needs to stay at range to win the fight. I think Kevin Borjas has serious power, has dropped Joshua Van, has had a bad loss to Alessandro Costa where he got really fucked up with leg kicks, which I just don't think Sumu Duarji is going to do because I don't think he's as physical and he doesn't put shots into his leg kick. Bro, this guy was Dutch low kicking fucking the shit out of Kevin Borjas was Alessandro Costa. Then he took his back and then ground and pounded him. I just don't see Sumu Duarji doing that shit. I think at range, Borjas is a real problem for this guy in the boxing. And I think he hits way fucking harder than Sumu Duarji, who's been chinned a lot. Charles Johnson beat him by decision, but he was basically chinned in that fight. He got fucking dropped bad and took multiple shots. I don't know how Duarji took it. He got up, survived, almost won the fight, but he got fucking knocked out badly. Not knocked out, but knocked down badly in that fight. Tim Elliott beat the shit out of him and then submitted him in the first round too. Schnell, as we know, this fight was a war. He beat the fuck out of Schnell early. Schnell came back and beat the fuck out of him and then submitted him. It's just not good, man. And then he lost to Louis Smolka by fucking sub. Like, it's not good. He beat Malcolm Gordon. I'm not impressed with Sumu Duerji's wins. Mitch Raposo's not a guy who I rated highly either, and it was a last-second switch by me. I'm going Kevin Borjas by round 2 flatline KO. I think he fucking puts Sumu Duarji out cold with a right hand. I know they're flyweights, and I never pick flyweights to get the finish. They always fumble on the finish, but Kevin Borjas, I know he's a single strike fighter as well, which does worry me. I think if he does drop Sumu Duarji bad, he'll just let him up instead of try and follow him. But I think even still, I think he's going to drop Duarji really badly. I think he's going to drop Duarji so badly Duarji can't recover. And I think he's going to get a walk-off right-hand KO at flyweight. Yeah, man, give me Kevin Borjas by round 2 knockout. I think he wins this one pretty easily. But, man, moving on up the card. Waldo Cortez Acosta, Salsa Boy, takes on Sergey Pavlovich. And as you guys know, I knew this fight was going to get made months before the Sergey Spivak fight was even done. Waldo's going to win this fight. Waldo is going to win. I wish this was the co-main event breakdown so I can fucking shit on everyone for picking Pavlovich. Waldo's going to win this fight. 1 billion %. Saldo Boy, Waldo Cortez Acosta is going to win this one pretty easily, man. I think he wins this one 29-28. I think he loses the first round, maybe. And people that are saying Pavlovich by KO are dumb as piss. Dumb as fucking balls, man. Dumb as box of rocks, bro. I'm going Waldo Cortez Acosta to win this one by decision. I don't care that this guy's from Russia. I don't care that he only lost to Aspinall and Volkov. It's a certain style he has a problem with. He cannot deal with a guy that picks at him at range. Anytime Biggie Boy was on the feet with him and he was actually pointing out range, he was stinging Pavlovich. Round 3, the entire round before Biggie Boy got clipped, he was winning the round. That game plan can be laid out for Waldo. And what Pavlovich showed me in his last 3 fights was extreme timidity, man. This guy is so timid at heavyweight, and if he fucking tries to wrestle with Waldo, he's going to tire himself out. And do I think Pavlovich has ass cardio? No, I think he's actually got pretty decent cardio, and I think he can go all 3 rounds. But he slows down if he shoots takedowns. And if he shoots takedowns that he'll fail, even if he gets Waldo, Waldo will get up. Spivak is way better on the ground than Pavlovich is. Waldo got up from Spivak very easily and was never taken back down. And people that think that fight was a robbery are retards. I'm going Waldo Cortez Acosta to lose the first just by being outstruck. I think he's going to crack Pavlovich on the chin in the second round. Start doing his salsa emotes and shit. And then I think at some point, you're going to notice Pavlovich is going to start to shoot. And he's going to fail. And Waldo's going to land a nice shot on the break. You're going to be like, oh my God, no way, this bum is going to sell my shit. And then Pavlovich is going to get caught again. And caught again. And caught again with a jab. And Waldo's going to be taunting on that motherfucker. 2 minutes left into the second round. I think Waldo's going to clip Pavlovich with the right hand. I think Waldo's going to shoot and maybe get the take. I don't think he will. I think he'll shoot and kind of press Pavlovich up to the fence, land like a knee to the body. And I think people don't understand this. I think people are expecting Pavlovich to be the way more physical guy. I have this weird feeling Waldo's going to be weirdly strong in there. And I think if he is, I think he's going to kind of blob on Pavlovich in round 2 in the second round and kind of win the second round pretty clearly. And I think he's going to leg kick. Pavlovich doesn't throw Waldo's weakness, which is leg kicks. Waldo faked being rocked in the fight with Spivak, which I don't understand why he did in the third round of a close fight. And he still got the win. That's just confidence, dude. And Waldo's got that belief. He's that Dominican Republic prospect. I'm going to go Waldo Cortez Acosta to win this one by a 29-28 decision, where I think in the round 3, I think he's just going to do what he needs to do, man. I think he's just going to kind of not even scrape past. I think he's just going to jab up Pavlovich. Pavlovich's going to land an occasional jab. I think it's going to be, in the third round, every 4 of Waldo's shots, Pavlovich lands 1. And I think that's how the whole round's going to go. And I just don't see Pavlovich rocking him late to steal a round. I just don't see it. And I can see Waldo chinning Pavlovich in the third round. Because Waldo has insane cardio and good footwork for a heavyweight in the third round. It's ridiculous. Even when there's grappling involved, when there's everything involved, the guy has good footwork, good cardio. I think he's going to have a cardio advantage. And I think he's just going to piece up Sergey Pavlovich. Not even at range. Some points in the pocket, some points at range. And I think even if the Sergey Pavlovich of old that people are talking about, I think a lot of people are like, oh, if there's a certain type of Sergey Pavlovich that shows up, he'll win. I think if the Sergey Pavlovich of old shows up trying to knock out Waldo Cortez Acosta and he can't get him out of there, dude, Waldo's going to knock him out. I swear, mark my words, record this, clip me if you want. If Waldo and Pavlovich start swinging and Pavlovich does not get him out of there in that exchange, and you see Pavlovich take that breath, Waldo's going to knock him out. Bet your soul on Waldo live bet. But yeah, man, I'm going to be taking Waldo Cortez Acosta to win this one by 29-28 decision. And I think it's going to be clear. I think it's going to be clearer than the Spivak fight. And I think people are going to be like, how the fuck is this guy winning? I don't get it. And he's going to get a title shot right after. So suck my balls. I'm fucking memeing this guy to the title shot. Moving on up the card. Brian Ortega takes on Aljamain Sterling. I'm going Aljo by decision. I think this is a very, very, very good fight. Stylistically, I think it's a very fun fight. I don't think it should be 5 rounds. It is, though. I'm going Aljo decision, man. I think it's very easy for him. I can just see this type being a type of Dricus and Chimaev type fight where Brian is jumping submissions. Aljo's taking him down, working his way through the positions. Aljo's big at 45, man. He's strong at 45, and he's older, but he fucking had such a high-paced fight with Movsar, and I can see Ortega winning. But I think even if Ortega wins, it goes to a decision. I think regardless, the winner of this fight wins by decision. I think Brian Ortega has a chance to jump sub. I think, though, his problem in this fight is going to be positional control. I think Aljo's going to have the way better positional control over him. And obviously, I'll give you guys a better co-main event and main event breakdown after. But yeah, man, I think Aljo is going to win probably 49-46, maybe 48-46. I would say 49-46 though. And moving on up to the card, the main event, the Mounted Tiger, one of my top 10 prospects in the sport. Hey, my prospects list is going to be looking aged like milk. Or not like milk, not a good analogy at all. Going to be aging like fucking fine wine. Because a lot of my prospects have won. The only one that's lost is Felipe Lima, you bitch. You lost to a gay guy. I knew he was going to fucking lose to a gay guy in Pride Month. He couldn't fucking win. I'm going Zhang Mingyang round 1. Late round 1 KO. I think this is going to be one of those moments where you're going to be like, oh my God, Walker's going to survive the first. Boom, he's out cold. I don't know what he did. Whenever Walker went to SBG Ireland and did this diddly bop style, yeah, man, he's going to get fucking killed. He's going to get killed. I think Zhang Mingyang's going to win this fight by, I think he's going to elbow him a lot. This is the combination I think is going to happen. I think it's going to be a right hand, left hook, elbow, left hook. And I think that's a combination he's going to knock out Johnny Walker out cold with. I think Johnny Walker's going to be stiff, multiple ground and pound shots. All 19 of Zhang Mingyang's wins are by first round flatline KO or all 13. 13. All of his wins by knockout are first round. It's just fucking insane. And people forget, man, this guy was a grappler early in his career. He had some losses here and there. He did lose to Askar Mazarov, who's the fake fucking fraud, which is a fucking bad loss. But people change. People grow. And on this win streak, he's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 fight first round flatline streak. It is ridiculous, dude. It is ridiculous. Zhang Mingyang is an absolute monster, and I think he wins this fight by first round finish. I think he wins this one by a KO in the first. I do think there's a really high chance he wins this one by sub because I can see. I'm not trying to sound like a fake hardcore, like, yeah, bro, Zhang Mingyang by sub, bro. I can literally see this being a bully type submission where he beats the shit out of Johnny Walker. And not that Johnny Walker takes the shots, but that Johnny Walker curls up in certain positions where he can't be really hit as much. And I think that will cause Zhang Mingyang to fish for the neck. But I'm not going to be like that. I'm going to say Zhang Mingyang crumbles him out cold. I'm going to say he goes elbow, left hook, right hand, left hook. And I think down goes Johnny Walker out cold in the first. I think it's too much danger, too much pressure. And I think Johnny Walker just isn't as athletic to be catching a guy like Zhang Mingyang in the first. Something I've noticed about Johnny Walker is he just hits like a bitch, bro. I mean, the last time Johnny Walker's actually impactfully hurt someone. What was that Paul Craig right hand? He submitted Kutalaba. He's never, like... I can't remember the last time... I know it was Span, but, like, even on the feet, this guy just looks so soy on the feet. He's going to give so much respect to Mingyang. Mingyang's going to walk him down. Even if Walker hits him, it's going to be nothing for Mingyang, and I think Mingyang's going to flatline him out cold. I literally think this is a 99% chance Mingyang flatline KOs this guy in the first round. I would be fucking shocked if he doesn't KO him in the first. Give me Zhang Mingyang by flatline KO in round 1. Yeah, man, that's going to do it for the video. Thank you guys so much. This is the early picks. Obviously, all bets will be for tomorrow. And yeah, man, see you guys in the next one. Peace.